One way to build a better business climate for cattle producers and to protect and enhance demand for beef is to deliver the best product possible to consumers. Here's Kate Maher with more.
Joining us now is Dr. Travis O'Quinn with Kansas State University. Dr. O'Quinn, thank you for being here.
Happy to be here.
With product quality, beef product quality being so important to driving beef demand and consumer acceptance, talk about the importance of research in that area.
Yeah, absolutely. The U.S. beef supply has a very unique spot in the global market when we talk about beef in terms of the level of tenderness, flavor, and juiciness, and the overall level of eating satisfaction that beef provides. Ensuring that for consumers in the United States is critical. It is the advantage that beef has over all other proteins, and we want to do everything we can to help maintain that. And the most important thing is that when a consumer purchases a beef product, we want them to have an excellent eating experience so they'll come back to beef products. That way we can continue to ensure that high level of demand for the beef products, and that really goes back to consumers wanting to purchase and eat the products.
Talk about the importance of having Beef Checkoff funded research like this and the importance of funding that through the Checkoff program, especially when it comes to ongoing research and maybe some of those projects that have been done over the years.
Yeah, absolutely. This is an ever-evolving, changing landscape when you talk about beef eating quality on all that. When we talk about the importance of funding from Beef Checkoff dollars to support this is really the only source of funding that really focuses in on the cross-cutting theme of eating quality across all beef products. There's no other industry sources of funding that really focus in on this because it is viewed across the whole industry. And so without Checkoff dollars, none of this research would be able to be done, and then we'd essentially lose some of the advantage that we have when we talk about eating quality.
You know, I think we talk a lot about byproducts in beef cattle in general, but I think a byproduct of Beef Checkoff research is really then the development of future beef scientists. You know, we've used ongoing research for years to identify problems and improve quality product. Talk about your experience as a student working on Checkoff funded programs.
Yeah, something that a lot of people don't understand is that when we talk about Checkoff funded dollars for projects, there's always a graduate student on the other end that's helping fund their education. I'm a product of this. When I was at Colorado State working on my PhD, I worked on one of the first beef flavor projects that was funded by the Beef Checkoff, and I've been able to use that research that I learned at Colorado State to help springboard my career to where I am today, working still to this day in beef flavor and eating quality as a whole. Now, when we talk about funding, I've been lucky enough to have funding to help support students that I've had come through my program. When we talk about beef quality, about half the students that have come through our program at Kansas State within the last 10 years have been supported by Beef Checkoff projects. And so their findings have not only helped the beef industry move forward in terms of product quality, but also have given those students the springboard that they need to move forward in terms of their own academic and industry careers.
You mentioned helping the beef industry move forward, not only in terms of product quality, but a lot of the research that you does and do has some practical implications on the production level. Maybe talk about the tie between research and production.
Yes, absolutely. When we talk about ways that we can manage cattle to be able to tie back into the end product, sometimes, depending on where you're at in the beef supply chain, you may feel like the things that I'm doing early on may not have as big of an impact on product quality. That's a challenge for downstream when we put cattle on feed. Well, that's actually not the case. We've done a lot of research that shows that the management practices that we have early on have a big impact on the tenderness, juiciness, flavor of those products when they ultimately reach the end consumer. So it is something that we're always looking at to be able to maximize product quality aspects at all aspects of the beef supply chain to really ultimately create that ultimate eating quality.
Well, we appreciate the work that you do in this, and thank you for your continued dedication, your research, and just your knowledge and expertise in the area.
Absolutely, thanks.